It's Wednesday again, and this time we're north of the city, in Roslagen. We've got a lot of new faces today, including a guy who just moved to the area, and a father and son team. The latter has just started practice riding and joined us for a juicy taste of what being a biker is all about. Before our ride had even started, we had our first mishap. The father of the father and son team pulled down his visor and it just came off in his hands. This didn't stop him though, and he just ended up tucking it inside his jacket before riding the whole distance with nothing shielding him from the wind. What a champ! Soon enough, we left the larger roads for smaller ones, and then entered the domain of bikers. Those of us who were more experienced were given the all clear to take off and speed ahead, and wait at the next intersection. The countryside here is full of winding, narrow roads, barely as wide across as a car. Their remoteness and narrowness means there's hardly any traffic on them. But of course, the narrowness isn't a handicap for bikes. They're perfectly sized for us, and tend to be tight, winding rides that push your skills. What's more, the roads tend to cut through farmland, and the pastures give good visibility for the road ahead and a chance to prepare in the eventuality that a car does in fact show up. What a thrill! After letting the others catch back up, we regrouped and continued through the pastoral scene. The long northern evening was finally beginning to show itself, and the sky was stunning. At the end of a good stretch of riding, we pulled in to discuss our next move. There were some nice roads ahead, but we intended to go to a cafe and they were due to close within the hour. The good roads would delay us too much, so we decided to take a more direct approach. Unfortunately, I had taken my helmet off during the stop, and I only realized once we were on the road again that I had forgotten to tighten it. With the whole troop in motion, my options were limited. I could stop, which would hold up everyone behind me and maybe make me lose sight of the people in front, or I could try doing it on the fly. Now, I don't recommend you try this at home, but I'm a professional. Step 1. I tried, but I wasn't able to buckle my helmet through the D-rings with gloves on. That's hard enough on the ground, it would be impossible with the strap flapping all over the place. So first things first, get rid of the gloves. Okay, step 2. Let's find that strap and at least get it through the D-rings once. This wasn't easy. It's a pretty small space, and I had to fight the wind and the strap at the same time to try to guide it through. Time for step 3. Let's get it through the second D-ring and clasp it. Yes! Alright, finally. Now let's just put the gloves back on. Maybe not crucial, but I'm confident I can do it. And gotta get my hand back on the bar, with half a glove on. Alright, here's another chance to let go. I'm gonna gear up this time, and let that higher gear keep my momentum. Glove 1 is on. Time for glove 2. And crisis averted. Let me also just mention that gyroscopic forces from the wheels make a bike quite stable at speed. Part of basic riding education actually involves letting go of the handlebars and riding for a considerable distance. And as long as you're going above maybe 20 or 30 kilometers an hour, you're not really at risk of running off the road by letting go. Obviously, though, it does delay reaction time if you have to brake or swerve, and there's no getting around that. We pulled into the cafe 20 minutes before closing and just managed to sneak in a cup of coffee and some snacks.
Fan, det var bra ju.
Ja. Sen efter jag köpte den, då tänkte
Since we had to cut our trip short to get to the cafe, we decided to extend it a bit afterwards. One last time, we got the chance to let loose on the back roads. And boy did we ever.
Jag såg en massa lysen bakom så jag var tvungen att kolla en gång till så att det inte var någon.
Nej, skitkul det här. Ja, det var kul. Ja, det var fantastiskt.
Ja. Nej, det här var...